So what we were talking about is how to integrate any of this percussion into what you're already doing, okay? Because if you're doing some, if you imagine this is with oil, you're doing some lovely effleurage strokes, some lots of nice stroking stuff, and then you stop and do the hacking. This doesn't really work. So whatever it is you're doing, try and find a way, say you're doing this, try and find a way to bring it in, okay? And the brushing strokes, this brushing is a really good way. Come on closer, come closer. Because what I want you to get the idea of with this is that you're actually holding your fingers slightly tensed, but your whole hands, your hands are nice and soft, okay? So there's some tension in my fingers right now, but my hands are soft. And you can do that anywhere. And this is a lovely movement. You're not going to work on the bony areas so much with percussion, or if you do work on the bony areas, you're going to work lighter, okay? So I've done that. I'm just looking to see what I've got on my board there. So this is brushing, and we could go into, say, plucking there. So plucking is literally picking up and squeezing between your fingers. Again, you've got to keep your fingers and thumb some tension in there so that you can do the movement. But that's all. And then we're going to move on to the hacking. Everything you do with this is about bounce, okay? If you think bounce and think soft, and somebody said their wrists got tired, okay, so just take a little rest, okay? No worries. If you take up drumming, great. So that's the side of the hand, that's the front of the hand, nice and soft. You can do the back, however you want to do it. I'm just looking to see what I've got in here. Okay. For smaller areas, you can use the fingertips. So around the scapula here, fingertips. And that lovely big bird. So keeping your fingers together. Big bird. How are you doing down there, Jason?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Very well. Yeah.
All right. So I've done hacking, I've done pummeling. I call that pummeling, okay? I call that brushing. This is only labels so that we know what we're talking about, nothing more. I'm going to go onto the legs in a minute so you can get a chance to see what happens. So big bird around there. If you're going to do any percussion, you need to do it long enough for it to make a difference. If you've got large areas, whoops, there's me moving again. If you've got large areas of muscle that are actually very tight, then there's nothing better, but you've got to do it long enough to make a difference, okay? So very often along the erectors is very good for this, or in the buttock areas, along the hamstrings, along the calves. I wanted to show you this. So if you get used to the brushing movements, you can then start to actually use the brushing either side, introduce a bit of movement. There you are. I knew I'd get some movement in there somewhere. And there's something I haven't done that I wanted to do and I can't remember what.
Cupping.
Cupping, there you are. Let me come back. So cupping. Have to get that sound. Hear that sound? If you haven't yet got that sound, keep practicing until you do. How you get that sound, you need some tension within your hand. You need to keep no air out there within your hand. But there is a small cup in the palm of your hand like that, so that when you strike, it causes a vacuum, and that's what that sound is. my drumming game. Very good. So if I was doing this and I wanted to stop, I would find some way to bring it back. And then that's what I was saying. It's like, okay, there's the brushing into a stroking. Okay. That brushing, by the way, is really good up. It's a really good movement up the leg as well as down. Up the arms. I haven't done the arms, have I? Oh, more movement. Oh. Oops. And we finished with the feet, didn't we? Lovely on the feet. So, who doesn't like their feet touched? You know what? There's nothing nicer than finishing with some feet.
Don't try it.
I'm going to convert you.
Even if you just finish, it's like a hold
Just finished with a hold.
on the feet. It's
And
great.
pressing on the feet. Okay. Check out the movement. Okay.
Yes,